So today we're going to be reviewing the Jungle Demon Predator, the Lootcrate exclusive. Now I remember seeing this on Big Bad Toy Store for mass release. It was on pre-order and it was sold out. It has since been restocked for pre-orders, but I managed to get this luckily off my great friend Dillon, who's also the leader of the Monster and Mech Photography Club that I plug in every video towards the end. So feel free to join us on there if you haven't already. But for now, thank you again, Dillon, for this. Here we have it. On the side, you get a nice image of the 30th anniversary for Predator and the Jungle Demon himself. More of that nice holographic print. And on the back, you get a really cool image of the figure itself, as well as the upcoming releases, or re-releases I should say, in the line coming in summer of 2017. And a summary of the movie. So that's all really cool. So here we have the Jungle Demon. And this guy is, correct me if I'm wrong, using a similar sculpt as the Ultimate Jungle Hunter. But it is the Jungle Hunter, of course, from the iconic scene where his eyes flash and he's in camo mode, and it's just a beautiful scene, very iconic, and they did a freaking awesome job here with this guy. Now, I'm usually iffy on the translucent Predators. I do have the Ambush, and I also have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Jungle Hunter, which is just transparent. And I must say, I do like them, but there are some things here and there with the joints and the blades that make them a little more delicate. However, this guy on the other hand just looks absolutely phenomenal. So the Jungle Hunter, or the Jungle Demon in this case, has a transparent clear plastic being used. However, they painted over certain parts of it, and around, I would say, 80% of the figure is painted in this nice, cool green jungle camo. And the eyes are nice bright yellow to give off that look of the eyes glowing in that scene. And it carries on over to the head, and it kind of cuts off on top. And I love how the dreads look, all beautifully done, individually sculpted, and like I said again, paint is also on the dreads. On the shoulder armor, you do get some of the paint here on the left arm. Now as we move down the arm, we get to the wrist computer, and this is where I had one of my first issues with this guy, and one of the only few. However, this was very stubborn to open, and it got to the point where I wasn't even sure if I was supposed to open it or not. Luckily, I did manage to get it open, however, at a cost. It seems like the transparent plastic here on the hinge looks a bit like it cracked, or it was just strained a bit too much, and I should have put a little hot water on that before I did that. However, it is what it is. It didn't break, however, so I'm happy that it didn't break. However, no detailing on the wrist computer, just some paint splotches of the green camo to give that jungle look, and some on the hand as well. Paint is applied to the right arm, more so on this arm than the left. And the wrist blades, of course, retract, which is always nice. However, I would also be careful with these wrist blades, as I've always had an issue with them kind of cracking. As we move down the neck area and the chest, we see he has his nice ornaments around his neck, as well as the actual thread being used for his skull trophy belt, which has some paint applied to it as well. As we move down to the crotch guard, the paint is nicely applied. Moving down the legs, to the knees, shins, and feet of the Predator. You get a more detailed look on his back. Not too much paint applied there, but where it is applied, it does stand out and it looks great. And of course, the Jungle Demon comes with a plasma caster, also done in a nice translucent plastic, just like the rest of the figure, with some paint splotches applied to it to give off that nice camo feel. Now, this is your standard plasma caster that we've seen with many of the figures before, but also I would have to stress that because of the translucent material, it's also a bit quote-unquote gummy. So definitely be careful with this, because I've had a lot of issues with these guys coming apart simply because the plastic is too weak to hold itself. Okay, so it's my favorite moment of the video. Time to do articulation. So, okay, let's see. The head is very stubborn. It turns ever so slightly. You can have him look up and have him look down a bit. His arm moves. Also be careful, there's the tubing there that's connecting to the arm to the chest armor. He's got a double jointed elbow on both sides. However, it's a little hindered here. Arms can move out, once again, up and down. Swivel at the bicep. You get a rotation on the hand. Like I said before, the wrist computer opens and closes, and the wrist blades do retract and extend. You get a bit of an upper abdominal movement there. You get some ab rotation there. Some movement on the legs. You can spread them apart easily, thankfully. Double jointed knees, as well as some side to side swivel on the feet and up and down movement. And this is what he looks like with his plasma caster on. And while the paint is awesome, do note that it's easily chippable. I already have a few spots in here that I can see the paint chipping off. Definitely be careful with that if you have sharp nails. So while I do have a bunch of Jungle Hunters in my collection, I must admit this guy's definitely worth picking up if you're a fan of the Jungle Hunter, simply because of the unique looking paint job and the glowing eyes. It looks great, and it'll look great in your collection. So definitely pick this one up if you get the chance. And once again, guys, you know the drill. Follow me on Instagram, hit me up on Facebook if you're a fan. Also hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate your support, guys, and hit that like button and let me know in the comments if you're picking this guy up.